Hi, I'm Mrs. Ribeiro. Thank you for joining us for our first ever virtual back to school night at University Elementary School. You and I, and most importantly, your children, our scholars, have been working so hard over the last month. And I really feel like we're starting to build a strong routine to our school day, and we're starting to feel like a community as a class. Everything is so different this year, yet our goals remain the same: academic success for everyone, health and safety for everyone, and social and emotional well being. These goals will keep us focused and working hard every single day. Here's my email address. Please communicate with me often. You can use this or any of the other forms I'm going to tell you about later in the slideshow. Also, please make sure your scholars are reading at home for 20 minutes every day at least. Epic is a great resource, and I've created a roster with everyone's name. Okay, you can log in through your email or using this class code. Okay, here's a photo of my dog, Libby. I'm sure you've heard her barking in the background of our meetings. A little bit about me. I've studied special education at Walden University. I received a bachelor's degree in sociology from Rutgers University, Douglas College in 2001, and I'm a graduate of Columbia High School in nearby Maplewood, New Jersey. I've been a teacher at University Elementary School for over 10 years. I've been teaching first grade, and I'm a positive behavior support committee member. And prior to that, I was a kindergarten teacher at Grove Street School and a preschool teacher at Bright Horizons in Morristown. When I am not at school, I very much enjoy baking. I've learned how to bake a lot of bread during this pandemic. I enjoy reading. I've actually read a New York Times bestseller book this summer. Okay. My family and I enjoy going to the beach. There I am relaxing in a beach chair. And we enjoy hiking and walking outdoors. We've visited several of New Jersey's state parks recently. Trent is 8 years old and in third grade, and Bruce is 6 years old and in first grade. And this is my husband, Rui. So that's a bit about me. Okay. Our goal at University Elementary School is for every child to be in class 100% of the time, for a 100% attendance rate every day. Okay. It is expected that students will log in by 8:45 in the morning when we begin instruction, and will stay with me until 11:40, and then switch over to our specials teachers: art on Tuesdays, music on Wednesdays, and physical education on Mondays and Thursdays. 100% attendance. It's cool to be in school. On Wednesdays, when we are virtual, when we are completely virtual and the students are working independently, the teachers are at professional development, but we have left work for your children in the classroom. Okay, please make sure they complete the work. Completing the assignments on Wednesdays is how we mark attendance. Okay, if they're not complete on Wednesdays, your child is marked absent. If the work is complete, they're marked present. Okay, every other day we expect them to be in the Google Meet live. This is our schedule. As you can see, we start the morning with math, then we have science, English language arts, and social studies. They log off with me and they log on to specials. Okay, they get a lunch break, and then I am live for office hours every day, 1:15 to 2 o'clock. Click on the link in the banner of the Google Classroom. Okay, I'm there. I can give extra help. I can help children find assignments. I can help kids who find the work too easy. I have some more challenging resources for them to bring them up to the next level. Okay, we can even do some guided reading together. Please visit me during my office hours. Okay, a typical lesson looks like this: a quick do now in the beginning, a 5-minute introduction, 10 minutes of me teaching, modeling, and guiding the children through some practice, 15 minutes of them working on their own, and 5 minutes to end the lesson. Sometimes the independent practice doesn't get finished during the lesson. That's okay. Scholars should go to the Google Classroom after they have their lunch break, and they should finish any assignments that are not finished and turned in. Okay, so while we don't have formal homework while we're virtually learning, there is definitely work that can be done after the live lesson. Please help to make sure everything goes smoothly for your scholar. Make sure they have the Google Meet tab open and the Google Classroom and the Epic tab. Please be nearby in case they need help finding an assignment. And please also make sure they've got their supplies ready. Pencils, crayons or colored pencils, a notebook or lined paper, a folder to collect their work, a Ziploc bag with pennies, at least one independent reading book, a charged device. Let me know if you need a Chromebook from school or if your Chromebook isn't working right. And please consider buying headphones. They're available locally, Target, Five Below, Walmart, ShopRite, and they really do a great job of blocking out the background noise in everybody's houses. We all have it. Here's the uniform grading profile for virtual learning. Grades usually look like A, B, C, D, F, or a percentage, a number grade, sometimes points. Okay, in English language arts, we're looking at 5 writing assignments, 5 quizzes, 5 independent assignments, and then half the grade is a participation grade. Once again, you have to be in the live meet in order to participate. So make sure your child comes to the live meets every day. It'll help their grades. Okay, here's the grading profile for math. At least 2 quizzes, or at least 2 tests, at least 6 quizzes, and at least 10 independent assignments. Here's the grading profile for science. At least 2 tests, at least 6 independent assignments or lab projects, okay? And a participation grade. Don't worry, it won't get this fancy in science this year. And here's the social studies grading profile. At least 1 test, at least 2 quizzes, at least 5 independent assignments, and a participation grade. And this is per marking period. So we have 4 marking periods. When or if we go back to face-to-face instruction, the grading requirements will change slightly and we will let you know. Our curriculum. We use Reading Wonders for English language arts. It supports our instruction using the reading workshop, readers workshop, and the writers workshop. All of our curriculums include print text and workbooks and digital resources, and teachers are constantly turning print things that your child would normally have in school in their desk, like a book, into digital resources when needed. All of our curriculums are lined up to the New Jersey Student Learning Standards and the Irvington Public School curriculum pacing guides, okay? The English language arts curriculum includes nonfiction text and fiction text, phonics lessons, structural analysis, instruction in reading strategies and skills, guided reading, grammar, and writing strategies. And we also focus on the writing process, brainstorming, drafting, revising, editing, and publishing. You've seen many of our math resources already. There are a lot of online math resources this year that encourage problem solving, using tools, using games, and assessment. Okay, our social studies curriculum includes topics like rules and laws, geography, United States history, our changing world, people around the world, and economics. Our science curriculum Includes topics like the nature of science, the design process, energy, plants and animals, and space. The kids love the plants and animals topic. Okay, we are currently testing children in the iReady program. iReady is a computer-based program that focuses on individual instruction in reading and math. Okay, following the test, their instruction will immediately begin at their reading level. If a child tests at a kindergarten reading level, then instruction will begin at that kindergarten reading level. If a child tests somewhere in a second grade math level, instruction will begin in second grade math. It's a great way for us to fill in the learning gaps that that a child may have, and to challenge children who are comfortable with the first grade curriculum. Okay. Once we begin using iReady on a regular basis, we are going to encourage a minimum of 45 minutes of math per week and 45 minutes of reading per week. And I'll be monitoring those minutes to make sure that children are getting enough instruction. There's also built-in learning games and brain breaks throughout the test and throughout the instruction. Okay, it is very important that children complete all their work, including iReady, independently. It's really tempting. I know this as a mom. It's really tempting to help my kids and to point to all the, the correct answers and to have them, fix all their mistakes and to tell them the hard answers. But it doesn't help them and it doesn't help their teacher if we do that. So please, please read them the directions, help them out the best you can without telling them the answers. Okay, if you find something is consistently challenging your child and I might not be noticing, please let me know and I can address that with them. Oh, one more note about iReady. If you go to clever.com, they can either hold up their Clever badge, which they may still have from last year, or they can log on by clicking Google and using their Irvington email address and password. If you have any trouble logging on, please speak with me. These are class rules. These class rules are hanging up in our classroom, waiting for us to come back face to face. Always listen carefully, always follow directions, always work quietly, always respect others, always work and play safely, and always respect school and personal property. Okay, these will be our rules online and face-to-face, but here are some special rules for online learning and procedures. Be on time and stay on the whole time. Keep your camera turned on. Keep yourself on mute. Raise your hand if you wish to speak. Save food for later. A water bottle that's not going to spill on the computer is okay. Find a quiet place in your home with a hard surface. Okay, we've got to keep those distractions to a minimum. Okay, if they're in a room with a television, they really can't have it on. If they're in a room with another learner, which totally happens in my house, you really want to try to use headphones. Okay, I've been asking the children to have their grown-up helper nearby in case they need help accessing things and reading directions. We want to remind children to wear school clothes. Okay, no Halloween costumes and no pajamas, please, but school clothes. And to have supplies ready. Those pencils, paper, notebook, have all that ready. Okay, please communicate with me. This year is going to be challenging for the students and for the teachers and for the parents. I will do my best to respond to all communications within 24 hours. Okay, if I can't find you, if I don't know the answer, I will find you the answer. Okay, I have a lot of support from our principal, Dr. Simons, and our guidance counselor, Miss Lawrence, our and other staff members as well. You can email me, send me a message on Class Dojo, send a message on Google Classroom, or come to office hours. Office hours are for scholars and their parents. Okay? Please, please communicate with me. Thank you so much for everything you've done this year, and it's only just the beginning. Please make sure your scholars are reading for at least 20 minutes per day using Epic or any other reading resources you have, books at home, books from the library, so on. Okay, please contact me with any questions or concerns. We are all learning together. If something is not working for your family, if something is not working with the technology, let me know and I will do my best to fix it. This is going to be a school year like no other, but we are going to get through. We are going to remember our goals for our scholars. Okay, academic success, health and safety, and social and emotional well being. Thank you so much for all of your assistance. Your children and all their teachers couldn't do this without you, their grown up helpers. Okay, thank you. Have a great night.